top and where they're sticking out the top and the bottom, or the text is going to look really funky beneath or above it. So actually I'm going to make her just a tiny bit smaller. Just a tiny bit. There we go. All right, so now we have our Minecraft character. Good rule of thumb is to name your layers as well, because eventually when you create something like I did for baby here, let's have a look at her her finished file. You've got so many images and so many different texts going on that you really have to keep everything organized. So start to make folders, name all your layers so it doesn't get lost, and it really does save a lot of headaches. Okay, so from here, we're going to call this vector panel 1, because that'll be the first one that we started with. This one here, we're going to call her Minecraft girl, because I'm really fucking creative. Minecraft girl layer, we don't need that. We can actually take this one right out. Okay, so the next layer we're going to add on top of this is text. So you're going to go to your T tool or your type tool, type T, it'll bring you over to it, and then just hit anywhere on the screen. It'll start to open up your text cursor. Now the font that I was using here was something close to the one I have on my piece or on my laptop here, called DIN Alternative. And we'll make this tab, we'll call it, how about donations. And hold on a second. It's probably condensed. There we go. Much better, much better. Okay. So we've got our text layer. The good thing about writing your text is it automatically names your layer, whatever it is that you typed out. So you don't have to worry about that. Okay, so we're gonna actually make that a little bit bigger. So we're gonna go to our T tool again, make sure that we're in here, and make it a little bit bigger. So what I do, you can actually drop down the menu and go to a different size if you want. I usually just take, if you notice that my hand turns into a scrolly, a left or right scrolly option. So I actually just hold down my mouse and pull it open. It's kind of like scrubbing it. Save. Oh, thank you, Melina. The little ants. Oh, you took Photoshop class, Killer? Yeah, it's totally what they called it, the dancing ants. I guess it's universal. All right, so we'll make our donations maybe something that big. Maybe not that big. That's a little bit too big. Yeah, let's go down. There we go. There we go. That's decent. That's decent. Oh, control save. Thank you, Melina. Okay, so first things first, we're going to change that font to white. So Control, select all. We already have one of our default colors, black and white here, so I'm just going to take this swap tool and then change it to white. If you want to change it to any other color, all you have to do is come into this square, double click on it, and then you have your color palette and whatever you want to do with it. So you can choose it by value, CMYK value, RGB value. If you have a hex code, do that. But we're just going to go white. So, oops, escape. Here, we're just going to set that back to default. Cool. All, and then white. Let me know too if I'm going too fast, or if there's something that you want to know that I haven't. Killer Rosebud got replaced. Oh, wonderful. Okay, so now this wonderful white font is sitting there, but not looking like it's standing out too much. So here, I'll make this a little bit bigger, but not too big because it's only a 72 DPI. So if I start to increase the size, it's just gonna look really pixely and shitty. So we're gonna go into donations and then add some effects to this font. So at the bottom, you have an effects option. We're gonna do an outer glow on this baby. Okay, see if I can move this without losing. All right, let's see. There we go. All right, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna actually change this glow color so that it's more of our white. So I'll just select the white. Move our size, spread a little bit. It's gonna look a little bit different once we put our stroke on as well. So I'll go there right now. So in the same effects panel, we're gonna hit stroke. 3 is way too big. I think I made it 1. I'll double check that. And we'll change our color to one of the nice pinks that's actually here. And of course, like, you can do whatever you want to do. Whatever you feel inspired by. But this just happened to be what I was working with. Inside, outside. There we go. So let's go back to that inner glow. There we go. Looks pretty decent, right? Thank you. All right, we're gonna control save that. And there you go. And actually, you know what? I'm gonna give Minecraft Girl a little bit of a drop shadow just to get her to pop out from the background a bit more, because we like dimension. We love dimension. Okay. Let's see. That kind of works. That works enough for me. That gives me enough, just enough. And we'll actually move our shadow around. Let's see. Probably so it's coming out the bottom. I don't know. Do you know Photoshop Killer? Hey, Judge. Yeah, my background is transparent. Judge, I'll show you in a second. Just so that the background isn't showing. I just find it isn't visually fun to see it. So wait, there we go. So here you go, Judge. See, I just have my background white up. So there you go. That's how it's gonna actually get saved. All right. We're gonna clip this. We're gonna do a nice close crop clip. And there you go. There's the button. And of course, the more you want to make, you just increase your canvas. So if I wanted to make something like, here, give me a second. Let's take a look at the full banner list. So here's the full. These are all of the panels that I had made for baby, and they're all just in one file. So just above each other, below each other, all in different, saved to different files. One sec. And see, Judge, it's all transparent. Everything's transparent behind it. This is just so that you can see the images more clearly. You just don't own, oh, okay, you just don't own Photoshop, okay. And here's how you're actually gonna output and save them. So we'll close this file again, don't save. So now that we have our artwork ready to go, we're gonna do File, Save for Web and Devices. Now here's the key. So if we go to save it as a JPEG, it's going to flatten the image, and you're going to get a white background. But for what we need this to work for, we need the transparent image. So we're going to go with PNG 24. So there you go. You got your transparency. Everything's good. You keep it at 100% because we've already done the dimensions, and it's going to fit perfectly on your Twitch page. And then go ahead and save it. And we'll call this TwitchToot Photoshop PNG. Bam. There you go. That's it. And this one here, you can just save it as, it'll still save as your layered file. So this will always be your master file to come back to and change and move things around if you want. But that's pretty much it. Save, yep, totally saved. Saved and done. But that, kids, is how I design a really simple panel. And if you look at the stuff at the bottom of my Twitch page right now, that's exactly how I did those as well. Just took some really interesting images from World of Warcraft and yeah, and just made them into panels. Let me know if you have any questions about anything. Otherwise, that's it. That's it for today. Maybe I'll do an illustration tutorial next time or next Sunday. I've never actually taught a program before or even explained how I do things. So thanks for listening and thanks for tuning in. Let me know if there's anything I missed, if I went too fast, went too slow. Yes, killer. Here, I'll shut this down in the meantime. But I should be back. I'm going to be back on a little bit later, playing whatever everybody's playing. If it's Rainbow Six or Rocket League, maybe a little bit of horror. I don't know. I don't know what I feel like. There we go. Shut all our programs down. And that's it.